got word that there's news that Troy is actually live right now on a webinar with hundreds of people talking about how to build a wildly successful WordPress business. We're crossing over live to Troy.
I'm going to reveal some of these details that were posted in our Facebook group recently.
All right, there you go. So we've just crossed live over to Troy, who's running an epic webinar at the moment. Interrupted as usual, but you know, it's a worthy interruption because the live stream, the webinar is epic. So I'm looking forward to actually jumping on and checking out some of the new stuff that they've got going on over there. But first, I really want to give some news because I just need to deliver this news. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to sleep tonight. So what I want to bring to you is what I just said, and it's about that WordPress is now running 30% of all websites. Now, this is actually from the Next Web article that I found, so I don't know entirely how reliable it is. I'd love to get some confirmation on that, but 30% is a pretty epic achievement to get to that point. Another article that I found was about Gutenberg Compatibility. This was on WP Tavern, and there is a database of over 5,000 plugins, and what there is a call out for people to have a look at this database and see if Gutenberg is actually compatible with these plugins, because that's really going to help with the Gutenberg rollout. So take a look at that over at WP Tavern, jump on and help out if you can. And something else I found super helpful was a Woocommerce article related to subscriptions. Now, if you've used subscriptions by Prosperous and Woocommerce, you'll know that it has a history of issues, and one of those issues is mainly related to people customizing code and just incompatibilities with doing that. So this article actually dives into that WooCommerce subscriptions now powers recurring payments for more than 15,000 stores. Now, that's huge. And over the last 5 years in developing software, Brent Shepard, who is the CEO director of Prosperous, has quite a few lessons that he has learned. So this article covers quite a few of those, including choosing a host, reliable web host, choosing a payment gateway and extension for your shop, which I assume is going to be WooCommerce, and then being discerning with the code that you run on your site. Now, that is one of the most important tips that and the biggest takeaways from this article. So definitely check that out at woocommerce.com. And I'd like to give you a little tip, and this tip is on running your WordPress business. Now, this is a bit of a change that I've done recently. I've got a project manager, and then I've got a developer, designer, and a couple of contractors. Now, working together with all of them takes a huge amount of time and a lot of effort and energy on my part. So I've actually changed things now to only really communicate with my project manager, and then make sure my project manager is managing the team more effectively, and that she's pushing the team to get things done when we need them to, instead of trying to communicate with everyone. Of course, I am chatting to them and making sure they have what they need, but really the day-to-day of have you got this done, where's the progress, is all done through the project manager. This might seem like a simple change, and maybe I'm just stupid, and I probably am, but I made this change recently and it has had massive positive impact on my business, my life, and my time. We're actually going to get in Steph Campanella, who gave me this tip, as well as Patrick O'Doherty, but we're going to get Steph Campanella in the next couple of episodes to have a chat about growing your team and your WordPress consultancy. So stay tuned in future episodes for that.
Get ready for Tool of the Week.
All right, today's tool of the week is called Station. And now what Station does is actually combines some software and useful apps together in one handy interface, so you don't have to have a million tabs open at once. It's really useful, especially if you use a tool like Slack. So go check it out. That's Station. Hopefully that comes up in the first result in Google. And make sure you subscribe to WP Elevation on YouTube. Check out the live stream on our Facebook page. And remember, knowledge is power, silence is golden. I'm Simon Kelly, and I'll see you next time.